had seen the building of the same Bashariya, city of Bashariya. They had also seen the same process. Rather, they had heard through Almighty Allah, His own divine mouth, Inni khaliqum basharan. Both observed the same thing. If Iblis was observing that a city of Bashariya is being built, a Bashariya body, a vegetal body from dust is being prepared, so the same was the observation of the Malaika, of the angels. Questions arose in the minds of both. If after this observation a question came to the mind of Iblis, the same question came to the minds of angels. And they asked, أَتَجْعَلُ مَنْ يُفْسِدُ فِيهَا وَيَسْفِكُ الدِّمَاءَ. So they asked, they had a question in their mind. They expressed it. They got the answer from Almighty Allah. The same question was in the mind of Iblis, but he kept inside. Why did he keep it? Because the question which come out of that observation, the question which come out as a result of that observation, of that vision which he saw, he started believing in him as a truth. He accepted it as a reality. He took it as a certainty, as a definite knowledge. He started believing in it. But the angels did not take the knowledge which they received through their observation. They did not take it as reality. It only remained a question. So they asked from their Lord. When Almighty Allah explained the reality, and you should know, Almighty Allah did not express everything to them, did not explain everything to them. Now our nafs wants explanation of everything. And tarbiyah is not an explanation of everything. Tarbiyah does not allow explanation of everything. Nafs requires explanation of everything. Sayyidina Khidr alayhi salam, throughout his journey, didn't explain about his acts. And when the time of explanation came, he was departed from him. When angels asked Almighty Allah about that question, he didn't explain everything. He explained to them certain things, and about certain things he said, Inni a'lamu ma la ta'lamun. I can't express and explain and disclose everything to you. This is how those who get advancement, they have to behave. This is how the people who get advancement, who get al-iltiqa ar-ruhi, who are upgraded, who are blessed, and who get returned towards Almighty Allah and returned towards divinity. This is their conduct and their behavior. That whatever is explained to them, expressed to them, they accept it. And whatever is not disclosed to them, whatever is kept secret, they don't become upset. They are satisfied in both conditions. Almighty Allah told certain names. Ambihum bi asma'i haula. Certain thing, the knowledge was explained to them, demonstrated for them. And about certain things, Almighty Allah said, Inni a'lamu ma la ta'lamun. And they were satisfied with this answer. Those who became satisfied, they pushed out their question, the result of their observation, their own thinking, which I spoke about, thinking. They pushed out the thinking from their minds. They became reverence in themselves. And when the time of prostration came, observations were the same, similar. Questions were similar, but Iblis became arrogant and he said, Lam akun asjuda li bashar. He refused, denied from the sujood. And from Iblis, he was converted to Shaitan. Almighty Allah said, Fakhruj minha fa innaka rajim. And the angels who surrendered, this was the first surrender of nafs. Towards Iblis was the first arrogance of nafs. Quran says, Aba wastakbara wa kana min al-kafirin. Here was the first arrogance of nafs. And here, فَسَجَدَ الْمَلَائِكَةُ كُلُّهُمْ أَجْمَعُونَ. Here was the first surrender of nafs. The nafs which surrendered became al-malaika al-muqarrabun, al-mukramun. The nafs which surrendered, Almighty Allah was pleased with them and they became the blessed ones. And the nafs who believed in its own observation became arrogant. And he was cursed, he became the cursed one. So the whole fight is the fight of nafs. The nafs ammara is the arrogant nafs. And nafs mutmainna is the an-nafsul muti'ah, is the nafs which surrenders. And only spiritual advancement starts when you surrender. This is a very difficult task which awliya and sufiya has taken. This is a difficult task which the sufiya have been doing in their lives. And this is the subject of all awliya and urafa and sufiya and saints. And this is the subject of Maulana Rum. And the subject of whole of his Masnavi. So alhamdulillah, I have given you a small background to create the basic understanding of the subject of human being. وَمَا عَلَيْنَا إِلَّا الْبَلَاغُ.